Hey there again. Thanks for being here. This is now my third edition of Shiny New Plugins, and I wanted to kick this off with a quick intro. If you haven't been reading this series, go to the link in the description below for what this is all about. But the TLDR of this is that I review the newest, freest, shiny new WordPress plugins that have been launched on the WordPress.org plugin directory. Why do I do this? I'm not sure. I have reasons. Some of it is just that I'm fascinated with the WordPress creator economy, and the plugin directory is ground zero for what problems product owners are seeking to solve. Um, Part of it is that I keep hearing from you all that you find this content really interesting too. Why is that? Well, maybe just the fascination over the shiny new toy effect. Either way, I'd love to hear from you about why this is interesting for you in the comments below. But every time I dive into this exercise, it makes me reflect on some aspect of the WordPress creator economy in new ways. Today, I'm reminded of two things in particular. First, a while back, I had a back and forth with Alex Denning, who I love and adore. He was talking about the effectiveness of the freemium plugin model for WordPress entrepreneurs. Alex made a strong case for why investing in a freemium model is not as effective as just doing better digital marketing when launching your new product. I responded by staunchly defending the freemium model and why it's still a powerhouse in my mind. I still believe that, but since then, I've also gotten a lot of feedback from new and rising product owners of the trials and tribulations of launching freemium products on .org. What brought this to mind for me this time around is that the first edition of Shiny New Plugins featured a cool product called Personalized WP. They came out of the gate swinging for the fences. They did everything right with their freemium plugin, with their README, with their branding, with their website. And if I had to call it, I'd say they should be seeing some rapid adoption. But here we are, about 5 weeks later after their launch, and their plugin is still showing less than 10 active installs, which is what a brand new free plugin says when you're right out of the gate. Something is wrong there, and I'd love to know what it is. It doesn't ring true to most of my experiences with freemium products, and I can feel Alex over my shoulder saying, "See?" Second one, I also had a very recent back and forth with Carl Hancock about the difference between reviews or ratings and customer testimonials. He was citing recent FTC guidelines and rules on how to approach product reviews ethically. I'm glad to see that the FTC is cracking down on improper tactics for generating reviews. I won't speak for Carl, but the crux of the matter seems to hinge on how product reviews or ratings are supposed to be 100% user generated, independent sources that speak directly to the common user's experience of the product or the product team. When the product team too aggressively impacts that system by providing incentives for positive reviews or only asking customers who are clearly happy for a review of the product, you skew the aggregate ratings artificially towards the positive. That's the argument. I kind of took issue with his personal interpretation of some of that. And why I was reminded of this time around is as I'm reviewing these brand new products that say less than 10 active installs, I saw some obvious attempts at gaming the rating system. A plugin that has less than 10 active installs, but 9 5-star ratings, that seems pretty circumspect. So keep this in mind as you read the section below that I call hashtag doing it wrong. With all that said, here's what I find interesting in shiny new plugins this week and the trends and tactics. So thanks so much for checking in.